vvlog bitches.
What's up, guys? Welcome to my vlog channel. I know this is really weird. I usually don't do sit downs and stuff on my vlog channel because it's a vlog channel and you're supposed to be vlogging. I am going to be posting all of my medical marijuana or just marijuana related content in general on this channel so that my main channel does not get like brutally ramaged. Okay, so today we're gonna get into this medical marijuana Q&A. I asked you guys on Twitter and on YouTube what questions you guys had that you wanted me to answer. So before we get started, I just want to show you guys proof for legal reasons that I am indeed a medical marijuana patient. I'll give you guys one of my prescriptions. Obviously, I will be blurring out my doctor's name as well as like my last name and my patient ID and stuff, but this is me. And that out the way, I don't want no problems, okay? I will do like a haul or something probably another time. Right now I don't have much. I literally just went to the dispensary and I got 2 pre-rolled J's and then maybe like 3.5 of some sativa hybrid and then 3.5 of some indica hybrid. So I didn't really get a lot. Right now what I was doing, I was just trying to see what strain would be good for my different issues when it comes to flowers first. Then I'm gonna branch off from there and then I'll actually spend some real freaking money. All right, so I'm gonna go to Twitter first. All my Twitter people, y'all are probably gonna think I'm catfish as fuck because I'm looking real dusty right now. But you know, it is what it is. I'm chilling. So we got 19 questions. Obviously, if there's gonna be repeats, I'm not gonna answer it. And then if I don't feel comfortable answering something, I'm not gonna answer it. Just letting y'all know. And when I say like, if I don't feel comfortable, that's like when it comes to the details of my diagnosis. So somebody asked, if you decided you don't need the medical marijuana and instead you want to get a gun, can you get rid of it and get a gun permit instead? Well, a lot of people want there to be better gun control laws so that people that do have mental illnesses and stuff cannot get guns, but you could still get a firearm with PTSD and you could still get a firearm if you are prescribed medical marijuana in the state of Florida. I don't know about anywhere else. Y'all know I live in backwoods ass Florida where you could pretty much do whatever the fuck you want. So it's no surprise to me that you can. Someone else, does it worsen your anxiety? No. In like when I first tried weed before like my little hiatus and I tried some street weed last year for the first time since I had quit, yeah, it made my anxiety really high. I was really paranoid. I was scared. Like, I made the story time. Y'all saw it. Your girl was fucking scared. I had the fear bit. With this weed, like, I don't feel that. Like, I feel like I bought something specifically for what I need. Like, I don't get paranoid. I don't get anxious. Like, my heart doesn't be beating and stuff. Like, expecting the high. Like, I don't feel bad on it at all. Like, it's really crazy how different this shit is. Like, it's weird. Someone says, I want to know how your interaction with your doctor went when you talked to them about needing a medical license, and how have people in your life reacted to it? I think it's so awesome you got it for yourself, and I hope it really helps. Well, thanks, dude. Honestly, I called the doctor's office. I actually just went ahead and called Dr. Greenrelief, because Dr. Greenrelief will set you up with physicians or therapists or whoever that can actually prescribe it to you, because my main fear was going to a shrink and them trying to shove pills down my throat. Like, I'm not about that life. I'm really not. I was seeking out somebody that if I did need it, they could prescribe it to me. We just did a session. They asked me why I needed it. I told them the things that I've been struggling with for the past 3 years, and they were like, you know what, you have all the symptoms of PTSD. I want to put you on this and then have you come back after a while and let's see how this is treating you, you know? And people in my family, like I said earlier, they're pretty freaking liberal. My grandma has her medical marijuana card, so it's not that big of a deal. How long was the process of getting your medical license? Does your license, okay, well, you asked me multiple. How long is the process? In total, it's around 10 business days, okay? Not 10 days, 10 business days. It is a very long process. It's long and tedious, but at the same time, it's way better than it used to be, because you used to have to wait months in order to get your license. So it's not, you know, as bad as it could be. And then, does your license have limitations? For example, can you travel to another state with legalized weed and use your Florida license? Okay, so with that is, you can, in certain states, you have to look this up though, because I looked this up the other day for when I want to travel. In certain states where medical marijuana is legal as well as recreational, you can bring your own bud there and you could smoke it and you show authorities you have your license. Regardless of what state you're in, you'll be fine. Some states you have to have that state's license. Some states you can't buy it there. Then some states you can have a temporary tourist card that you have to apply for like 90 days before you go on vacation. Like, it's all situational. It's all situational. I know for the state of Florida, you do have to get that seasonal card if you're not a resident in Florida in order to purchase medical cannabis here. So you just have to do your own research depending on where you're trying to travel and what you can actually do. Is there a limit that you have on using the card in a dispensary? Your doctor will prescribe you a certain amount of milligrams of THC that you are allowed to use, but I do not know if that's for the year or if that's for the month. Like, I'm still figuring that out, so I'll let you guys know. I know that my doctor approved me for, I think, 8,000 milligrams of THC, or maybe like 80,000. I couldn't tell you. Like, I would still have to find that out myself. So that's a good question, but I'm not really buying like a lot, because literally all I'm doing right now is I'm figuring out what I like, and then I'm gonna go back and actually buy in bulk, so I'll be good and I'm not wasting all my money at the dispensary. How does it differ from recreational marijuana in terms of anxiety, and is CBD oil better? I get really anxious off of street weed. I had in the past, but with this, I don't feel anxious at all. Is CBD oil better? CBD doesn't do well for me when I smoke it. It makes me very nauseous, so I don't do CBD flowers like that. But these that I have are actually CBD hybrids with THC and CBD, because not only do I have trouble sleeping, but because I don't sleep and I be sitting my ass up on this fucking backboard at 5, 7 in the morning on my phone, I have backaches and neck aches, and all right here is sore a lot. So when I do smoke at night to medicate myself, I could feel the effects of the CBD, but CBD itself by itself doesn't really do much for me for a long time anyway. Like, the physical effects are very short-lived when I smoke CBD by itself. What are the first steps you have to take to get this card? Well, first off, you need to decide whether or not you need the card or not. Like, is this something that would actually benefit you, or do you just want to blow down? Like, let's be real, like, honestly, because if you're in Florida, this is about to be recreational in probably the next like 4 years, bro. Like, you'll be fine. Like, and honestly, bro, this isn't some cheap ass thing to be trying to get over on the government with. This shit is not cheap. This shit is more expensive than street weed, and I wouldn't recommend it if you're trying to finesse. There are tons, the waiting list is long, and there are tons of people that actually need cannabis, okay? Like, don't be that guy. So you might as well just keep buying street weed because it's cheaper and you're not taking away a spot on the waiting list for somebody who actually needs it. Not trying to, you know, encourage people to go buy drugs. I'm just saying. The first step is deciding, do you actually need this or not, or do you just want to get high? Like, be real with yourself. How does it affect mental illness? We overlap in a couple illnesses, bipolar and PTSD, and I've been thinking about trying it out, but I'm nervous about reactions like cannabis-induced psychosis. Just an add-on, I'm really curious about how it affects mood shifts, especially feelings of mania and hypomania. I did actually smoke one day. I smoked some sativa one day when I wasn't having an anxiety attack, but okay, so you know, like when you have like those irritable, it's like mania, but it's angry, and you get like that weird irritable manic thing where you're just like rah 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 like that. I had one of those episodes, and I lit a joint and I was smoking it, and honestly, it didn't help with my mania. But that's the thing, these medical marijuana is not prescribed for stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting it to cure my bipolar or make my bipolar easier for me. I will say it does not make me feel anxious, but that's because a doctor is going to see what you have been diagnosed with, and they're gonna know what most likely will not work for you. You get what I'm saying? Can you just tell your doctor that you want the card, or do you tell them you're dealing with it and they decide it's an option for you? Honestly, you go in there, you tell them what you've been struggling with, and then they tell you if you would be a good candidate for it or not. You can't just walk up into that government building and just be like, girl, give me my card. It's a doctor's office, but y'all get what I'm saying. What made you change your mind about using cannabis? Well, for some of you guys that don't know, I did quit smoking weed for 3 years. I feel like I've grown more mentally that I can handle smoking weed again, because before, the main reason why I quit was because I was a hot ass mess. I was out of control and I was just trying to numb myself with weed. It's like, now that I have the right thing being prescribed to me, and like I know that when I consume this it will help me with my symptoms, it's completely different. Like I don't feel as dependent on it like the way that I used to. And I was never like addicted to weed, child. It was just like every time something bad happened I had to smoke, or like I didn't want to hang out with people if they didn't smoke. Like now I honestly don't even tell people that I smoke weed. Like I just let people think that I still don't smoke. Like it's not a big deal to me. It's not a major part of like my life, girl. It's just, it helps me get to sleep. It helps me with my aches and pains. That's pretty much it. I don't be letting other people smoke my shit. I don't, nah, like it don't leave the house. No. How does it differ in potency? Are you gonna do CBD THC oil since you are a vapor as well? So funny thing about vaping, since I've started, I've actually began the process of tapering down on my nicotine levels so that I can successfully quit vaping. I want to be 100% nicotine free. I just want, I don't know, because I really feel like I started vaping because I didn't want to smoke Black and Milds, and I still don't ever want to smoke any tobacco again, girl. That was a gross period, not very cute period of life on my part, but like I just feel like there's no point. Like it's done. And will I be buying CBD or THC oils? No, I won't. My doctor actually suggested that I should, but I just don't want to because of the bad rap. And I know I'm getting it from a legal dispensary, but it's just like I just don't feel comfortable doing that. I just don't, nah, I'm Gucci. All right, now I'm gonna go to the YouTube section. I know this vlog is like, well, this Q&A is stupid long. There isn't gonna be a lot of editing and shit. Sorry about it. Ooh, this is a good one. Yanni Soul says, do you feel like you've been getting a lot of backlash since you quit for so long and then to start back? Like people don't understand. Also, let us know how the medical MJ differs from the street MJ, prices, potency, everything. Well, I told y'all it's more expensive. Some is more dank, some is not, but it all does the job that it's supposed to do for you. I haven't gotten any backlash, and if I did get backlash, I kind of wouldn't care, only because if somebody really watched all my videos and thought that I was anti-weed just because I didn't smoke weed at the time for my mental sanity and for other things too. Some of y'all may know, you know, I had, my boyfriend was in the house with me. He was on probation. I'm not gonna put him in jeopardy in our living situation by wanting to blow down with some people that don't even care about me. Like there was a lot of reasons why I stopped smoking weed, and it had nothing to do with me being like some, I don't know, dare lion or something, being like, fuck weed, weed's horrible. Like I was never like that. Find one video on this whole platform where Naja says, weed is horrible and you guys should never do it and it's evil and it's bad for you, it's a gateway drug, you're going to hell. Like please find somewhere where Naja said smoking weed is the worst thing on the planet. Like please. Like, so no, I don't, and I'm not seeing any backlash, but if I did see somebody say something like, oh, so now you want to smoke weed, but you was just talking about how you quit. Yeah, I quit smoking street weed that had me fucking paranoid out my mind, anxious out my fucking brain, and making poor ass decisions, and now I'm going to a licensed medical person who prescribed me something. Like if you got mad about that, that's a you problem. Someone says, do you know if it stops you from getting certain jobs or what? Honestly, that's still a gray area in the state of Florida. But if I had a job and they were trying to whatever, I really feel like it's like one of those things where it's like you go to the doctor and they prescribe you Adderall and then you go for a P test at a job, it pops up for Adderall. Well, you have a doctor's prescription, you're being prescribed Adderall, like that's just what you need. Could you be fired for that? Like it's on that same thing. So it really all depends. You just need to see where you work, talk to the higher HR, whoever, let them know that you were prescribed this. I'm pretty sure in most places they're not going to give you too much, but some places might just have a zero tolerance policy. Well, Melanin Marie asks, how would you respond to an officer if they've seen you smoking outside of your home? Well, for one, I would never be like smoking outside my house, like ever. I have a patio and it's closed in windows, closed doors, and that's where I'll be at. Like, so if a cop decided to walk in my backyard and saw me smoking and was like, what are you doing? I would be like, I'm smoking my medical marijuana. Would you like to see my license? That's pretty much all you do. Nyla Styles asked, did you have to get referred to by your regular doctor to go to the marijuana doctor? No, you don't. I just called Dr. Greenerleaf and they put me in touch with a medical marijuana doctor. How does your high differ from when you used to smoke to the high on this? Less of a hard come down, I've noticed too. Like, you know, usually I remember back in the day when I smoked, I would smoke, feel really, really blowed, and then get really hungry and then just pass out. But with this stuff, it's like, you get the feelings physically. You might get a little pressure on your head depending on what you got. Then, you know, I might eat a snack or two, but I don't pass out. I'm not out for the count. Like, and I could just regulate over a period of time and then I'm normal again. Like right now, I smoked what, like an hour and 30 minutes ago? I'm normal right now. Like, it's nothing. That's the main difference. Like, street weed used to knock me out all damn day. I don't know if that's because I was younger, my tolerance or what, but shit, my tolerance is low right now because I haven't smoked in a long time and I'm straight, so I don't know. What do you need in order to get one? Well, depending on your state, it depends on what what is a qualification to get one. I know in Florida there is PTSD, schizophrenia, Crohn's disease, cancer, glaucoma. There's a few more. You just have to look up for your state. Did they charge you to determine if you would qualify for a card? Yes, you have to pay $75 application fee, and that takes 5 business days to process, okay? So not 5 days, 5 business days. Weekends do not count for processing time, so in total it's about like a week, girl. Somebody said, would I ever make a channel on WeTube to be safe? Honestly, no. I did my research into WeTube and it seems like that platform is crumbling just like YouTube right now, and I don't got time to be hopping from one crumbling ass platform to the next, girl. Somebody said, how regulated is dry flower versus edible in topicals and concentrated forms of THC and CBD down here? Well, honestly, we in Florida, we don't have edibles like that. We don't have edibles like at all. The dispensaries, it's mainly just vape cartridges, pills, like vapor, like not vapor rubs, but you know what I mean, like rubbing stuff and like patches that you could put on your body, and flowers. That's it. The highest sales we have in the state of Florida is like flowers sell, because Florida is the state of the baby boomers, and they, even though, you know, there's sticks in the mud and shit, they still went to Woodstocks, and boy, do those baby boomers love their J's. So baby boomers be buying up them flowers, boys. So yeah, we have tons and tons of flowers here, but we don't really have edibles like that. Somebody said, are you scared of becoming dependent on medical marijuana again? No, I'm not, only because I'm not a kid anymore. I'm not a kid anymore. I'm being monitored by doctors. I'm being monitored by the government, girl. Like, there's just no room for me to go back to my bullshit unless I want to be poor. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for asking me questions. Sorry that this video is so weird and informal. It's just I wanted to post something on my vlog channel because it's been months and I'm looking at those old videos and I'm just like, oh my god, I looked a hot ass mess. Like, I was so damn fat. Like, girl, what the... I'm done here. This is already too long of a video. I will see you guys whenever, because this is a vlog channel.
Voodoo vlog, bitches.